Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So here I am in the polish corner with no makeup on. So I had to take my husband into work this morning really early. He had an appointment for his motor vehicle inspection, and my first client isn't till 10 and it's 7:48. So I brought my makeup to work with me, and I brought my lights, so we actually have some good lighting this time. And I have a little e.l.f. haul. So I had placed an order on the e.l.f. website. And so I wanted to share with you what I got, and I thought we would do the makeup together, and I brought as much e.l.f. as I could. So we're gonna do like a full face of affordable makeup or drugstore makeup with as much e.l.f. as we can. I don't have everything to do a full face of e.l.f., but I have a good chunk. So you guys know I love the e.l.f. products. They're super affordable, they're cruelty-free, and recently they released this palette. So this is the Opposites Attract palette. I was really excited when I saw this because I've never seen e.l.f. release a palette like this before. I've never seen them release one with so many colors and in this layout. Usually they have sort of the long skinny palettes with the narrow pans. This is the first time I've seen them do this sort of square pan in the rectangular palette. And it looks it looks pretty high-end for e.l.f. So I haven't dipped into it yet. These are the colors. So you've got 9 warm colors and 9 cool colors. So we'll give that a try today. I haven't fully decided what kind of a look I'm going to create with that. In addition to that, I had also ordered this Sheer Matte Liquid Lipstick in Nude Rose, which I'm going to swatch on my hand right now because I didn't bring any other lips with me today. So we need to know exactly what color this is going to be so that we can decide what we're going to do on the eyes. I've not tried these Sheer Matte Liquid Lipsticks before. I think they may have been exclusive to their website. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just going to do a little swatch on my hand. So we're probably going to do a warm tone look, I think, with that. It's sort of a peachy sort of color. It's like a peachy rose. So I got the palette, I got that liquid lipstick. The other thing that I got is their acne fighting foundation. Now, I didn't bring any other foundation with me and I've not swatched this, so fingers crossed that it matches. I've tried numerous times to order this. I've heard from other YouTubers that this is a really good foundation for acne prone skin. I've been using the Almay one. I had used the Clinique one for years, and then I switched to the Almay one after I did my luxury versus drugstore foundation video. I'll link that below. This is the only other one that I know of that contains the salicylic acid to control the acne. So I had heard that this was really good. I had been looking on their website for ages, and it was sold out, sold out, sold out in every color except the darkest shade. Their shade range in this sucks. I think there's like 6 colors and like 4 of them are light. So this is the second to lightest one. It's called Buff. The lightest one looked like really light. So fingers crossed that that's gonna match. And then, so I had ordered those 3 items, and then it was like, if you spend, I think if you spent $20, you got like a free gift with purchase. So I'll show you what I got for free. In the package, I got this lip plumping gloss in Champagne Glam. I probably won't wear that today. I'm not a huge fan of putting glosses over liquid lipsticks. That's just my own preference, but I am going to swatch this on my hand because I think this is something I would probably just use on its own on like a casual, like no makeup kind of day. It looks really pretty though in the bottle. Let's see. They've come a long way with their wands. Like, honestly, e.l.f. is doing so good lately. Oh, that's really pretty. That probably could go over that liquid lipstick. It's very sheer. It just has a little bit of a like champagne shimmer through it. The other thing I got was the Baked Highlighter and Blush Duo, and this is the Rose Gold one. Now, I have used these before. I'm not a huge fan of them. I like the highlight, but I'm not a huge fan of the blush. So I actually brought another like cream blush to put on with my foundation because I find these don't do a lot, but we'll use it anyway. And the last thing that came in the free package was this highlighting brush. So this is just their highlighting brush. I love their brushes. So that was what I got. So first thing I'm gonna do is prime my face with my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer. Okay, now that my face is primed, we're gonna try this foundation out. It's so hard to buy foundations on the internet. I almost never do it. The thing about the e.l.f. one is that we don't have an e.l.f. store where I live, and so the only place that I have to buy the e.l.f. products is at Walmart, and they have a very limited selection. So the only foundation that they carry, I think, is called like Flawless Finish or something like that. So I'm gonna go in with my Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm gonna blend that. Oh, I just like sprayed it everywhere. So we'll see. I don't know if this is gonna match, but we're just gonna go with it because I didn't bring anything else. So there's no sense in even trying to like swatch it and see. We're just gonna go with it. I just set up a mirror like right here because I don't want to just look in the screen the whole time. That seems like a little creepy. I think if anything it might be a little bit dark, but I think it's gonna be okay once I get everything on. That actually might be a better match than the Almay one that I'm using. That's got a really nice finish to it. I really like that. I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good match, I think. So, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Corrector in Neutralizer. I'm like almost to the very bottom of this one. I use this all the time. Actually don't have that much to cover for once. I'm just going in with my Luxie 660. This is the Precision Foundation Brush. I really like this one for blending out my concealer. I don't like this type of brush for foundation. I like a flatter one like this for foundation because you can really buff it in, but this one I like for concealer. I find it works really good. Okay, so now I'm just taking my e.l.f. HD setting powder. This is the sheer one. I just use this under the eyes. I generally don't bake on a day-to-day because I'm at work. I can touch up my makeup if I need to. I find it makes my under eyes look old. Unless it's like absolutely necessary, I just don't do it. So I just like to use that sheer setting powder under the eyes, and then I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula in Creamy Natural. I'm like at the very bottom of this. I brought all these things that are like almost gone, and I was like, I hope I have enough to get through one more makeup application, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Kabuki face brush. Like I said, I'm trying to use as much e.l.f. as I can. If I could have done like a full face of e.l.f., I would have, but I just didn't I didn't have everything that I would need. They don't make a powder that doesn't have talc in it, and with the acne, that's like really important for me that I don't have talc in my powders. It seems to really clog my pores and make a bit of a mess, so I'm really faithful to the Physicians Formula one. The only other one I've found that's talc-free is the Pure, and it's a lot more money. And I like a loose powder, like the Pure one is a pressed, and I prefer the loose, probably just because I'm so oily. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows with my usual products off camera because it takes forever. Now that I've got brows again, I don't think I have shown you guys this before, so I got this not too long ago. This is the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Mascara from Essence, and this is the color Blondie Brows. So I really like this. My eyebrows are really sparse, so obviously I have to fill them in, but the hairs that I do have are a little bit on the coarser side, so they tend to sort of like curl down or stick out or do all kinds of weird things throughout the day. So I really like this. It sort of holds everything in place, and there's some fibers in there, so it helps to fill in a little bit and make them look a little fuller. You probably can't tell like any difference on camera when I'm applying it, but I've noticed since I started using this that I don't have to I don't have to like pat my brows into place throughout the day. So it's not an e.l.f. product, but Essence is similar to e.l.f. in the sense that it's very affordable, it's cruelty-free, and they make some really good products. So before I do my eyes, I'm going to apply the lips just so I can see what it looks like on, and I can plan my eye look accordingly since I only brought one lip color with me. Okay, so that went on pretty easily. I really like these types of doe foot applicators. It's similar to like the Smashbox one. Let it dry down a little bit, but it's a sheer liquid lipstick, so it's not super colorful, so I think we'd be okay to go a little bit bold on the eyes today, especially like I'm kind of doing like a nothing hair day and pretty light on the lips, so I think we'll do something a little bit more on the bolder side color-wise, or you know, do something a little bit maybe smokier today. So the next thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes. I don't have a drugstore primer. I've been using the Younique Moodstruck Eye Primer. I've been using this for a while. I really only keep one eye primer going at a time because they last forever. The last one I had before this was the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I had that for like 2 years. Like, it lasts for so long, so I really don't keep like multiples on the go. I have had a primer from e.l.f. before and it was fine. I do like this better, and this one, just like I say, happens to be the one that I have right now, so I'm just gonna pat that on the lids. Okay, so now that the eyes are primed, we're gonna go into the palette. So I personally, if I'm gonna do like a shimmer or something like that, I know a lot of people do the transition color first and then they go in with the shimmers. I personally find if I do the shimmer first right over top of the eye primer that I just put on, that it goes on a little bit better. I'm first gonna take the color called Bold right here on my finger. It's sort of a copper color, and I'm going to pat that on the middle part of my eyelid. Just like that. That's got a lot of pigment to it for a $15 palette that has, you know, 18 colors in it. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to grab with my finger this color here. This color here is called Daring. It's a little bit of a darker, more chocolatey shimmer, and I'm going to pat that on the outer corner with my finger. I always find these metallics or the shimmers, they just go on better with your fingers. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to grab Spicy right here. It's the sort of gold color, and I'm going to take that to the inner corner. So I'm making like a gradient with the 3 shimmer colors in the warm side of the palette. Whenever we finally sell our house and I get like a different setup, I swear I'm going to get a good camera and it's going to make everything so much better. That's why I haven't been doing like a lot of makeup videos. Like, I'm not doing like a lot of tutorials because I feel like it's really hard to see what I'm doing. I don't think the resolution is good enough. I can't zoom in enough. So just, you know, bear with me. I'm doing my best. So I'm going to go in here with Saucy. And I'm just using my Luxie 249 double-ended. I'm just using the crease brush side of it. And I'm going to pop that into the crease. Holy smokes, these are pigmented. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit hesitant because I've had mixed results with e.l.f. shadows in the past. In general, I have found them to be not pigmented. However, I think most of what I've tried from them as far as eyeshadows go have been their baked formula, which I'm not a fan of. So in general, I'm not a huge fan of the baked products, but these seem to be going on really well. So then I'm going to go into, I feel like that's a little too gold, so I'm going to go in here with Cheeky. It's sort of a little bit of an orangey coral color. We're just winging it, you guys. I did not have a plan. So I'm just going to take that into the transition a little bit, bring it up a little higher. It's better. Yeah, the other color was a little too like yellow. This one's a little bit more on the pinky side. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into Fresh right here. It's just like almost a flesh toned color. I'm just going to use that to do a little bit of blending. I may still pop like a color on the lower lash line. I'm feeling like that's just a little boring. There's a green in this palette I'm drawn to, so I may do that. Okay, now that I've got the crease blended out, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. crease brush. So this is just like a really small sort of dome brush, and I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Warm. I'm going to use that on the outer corner. Okay, so I'm just finding that to be a little, like, not quite as dark as I wanted it to be on the outer corner. So I think what I'm going to do is take this color right here. It's called Smooth. It's like a really dark, sort of cool brown, I think. So I'm just going to see if I can darken that outer corner just a little bit more right on the very inner portion. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. See the difference? I'm just going to touch up the shimmer on the lid a little bit just to like re-intensify everything. Okay, so far so good. The palette is working very well. I'm finding it to be a little boring, so I'm drawn to these sort of green tones, and I did happen to bring a green eyeliner with me, so I think we're going to pop some color on the bottom lashes. So I'm going to go in with this Alamar brush that I got in my Boxy Charm. I don't know what it's called, but it's this flat one. So I'm going to take this color right here called Wise, and I'm going to pop that along. Ooh, I think that's going to be really pigmented. I'm going to pop that along the lower lash line. Just to give it like a little pizzazz, because I was finding it to be a little bland. So then I'm going to take that green liner. So I'm going to take that along the waterline. So I know it's looking a little crazy because we still need to highlight the inner corner. So I'm going to take Low Key, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. I'm hoping this is going to be a good highlight color. No, that is doing nothing for me. It's like weirdly pink. Now I have to do both sides to make it match. Ew, I hate that. Okay, so I don't like that at all. So we're gonna go into the highlighter and see if we can, oh my gosh, I hate these baked things. What is that? Ew. I don't know, you guys. Things are going south real quick. Oh my gosh, I hate that. Okay. It's all ruined. Things went bad so fast. So this is part of, like, you know, what goes with first impressions and reviewing makeup and this sort of thing. So everything was going really good. These, like, the mattes were really great. All these mattes were going on really well. The shimmers were going on really well. And then I thought I'd take this light sort of shimmery white color and I would highlight the inner corner and under the brow. And look, I don't know if you guys can tell, look, it's just too dark. It's too dark. And then I tried this and it's too dark too. So I don't have anything else with me. It just is what it is. There's nothing else I can do to sort of fix it. So we're just gonna put mascara on and that's gonna be that for today. Unfortunately, there's not a darn thing I can do about it. I didn't bring anything as a backup because usually highlight is not the problem. You know, for that inner, I think it's gonna be okay for here. I just don't think it was light enough for the inner corner. So it is what it is. It's not gonna be the best makeup day of my life. So I'm going in with my Wander Beauty Unlashed mascara on the bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm going in with my Essence Lash Princess mascara. I'm just gonna do the top lashes. When in doubt, put on like 7 coats of mascara, which it did help. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not like, oh, my makeup looks so terrible. It's just, I like that little pop on the inner corner to kind of tie it all together. But now that I've got mascara on, it's not looking too bad. So I didn't have actually did not have a drugstore bronzer, which is weird. But I did have this little Hoola bronzer by Benefit that I got in my last Ipsy bag. So I'm gonna go in with that just to give my face a little bit of color. I always do a little on my neck and under the jawline just to make it look like my face is slimmer. Now, this guy, you've already burned us, so be good and give me some color on my cheeks. Let's see. Part of what I don't like about it is that it's this half and half business, so you have to sort of like go in on one side, which I don't care for. I just never feel like it gives me much color. It's not too bad, actually. I know so many people who skip blush. I don't get that at all. I feel like blush is what breathes like life into my face at this stage. It's a very glowy blush. I don't mind that though, because that foundation's really matte, so it kind of gives you a little bit of life again. And then we'll go in with our new highlight brush and see if this highlight can redeem itself after effing up my eye makeup. See, I hate that. I don't like a baked highlight. You just have to sort of scrape off a little bit of that top layer to get to the good part. Works well on the nose. I think it might work better with your hands, to be honest, than with a brush. Okay, so the lip color I really like. It's very comfortable. I'm going to pop a little bit of the lip gloss just in the center of the lips, just to see what that looks like. Oh, that's really pretty. I did forget to bring setting spray, so that's fine, because I have all my makeup with me, so I can touch up whenever I want. So that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a haul. Just to kind of recap, I love this palette. So far, everything I've used in it has worked really well, except this one really light color. So now knowing that, I would just bring a different highlight with me or use a different highlight. Other than that, everything went really, really well. They applied well, they blended well. The color payoff was really good. This I probably will use again. I'll just give it a good scraping, and because I do like that glowy blush look, and I love the foundation. The foundation looks great. I actually think this is nicer than the Almay one that I've been using. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because you guys had some opinions about the Almay foundation versus the Clinique foundation. So let me know about that. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!